Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new school year. My name is Miss Wilson. I know most of you already. I know most of your children, and I'm so excited to have them back for another year this year in honors, Dramatic Arts 3-4. So proud that this class is finally receiving the honors distinction it deserves, and I'm thrilled to have your students back for another year. I just want to take a moment to go over the course expectations and share a little bit of my vision for the year. And more than anything, I'm just so excited to have them back. Now I've had them back for their first day, and it's just been a thrill to have them again in my room and just have all the student energy on campus. Has been remarkable. So I hope they felt it too. I hope they had a first great few days with all of their classes, and just really thrilled to have them in drama this year. I always ask them the same, I pose the same questions to all my students day one, like, are you wondering, what am I doing here? Am I in the right place? And, we have a really good mix of kids with very little background in theater, but naturally effusive, naturally expressive and loud and in need of a vehicle for that energy. Drama can be that for them. We have also some who are really, really quiet. And this is not, at first glance, a natural fit, but drama can be so great at bringing people out of their shell, helping them expand their skill set as far as public speaking is concerned and being comfortable in their body, in front of a group. And so we're going to expand that skill set this year for sure. And then I've got my group that is, my born performers and artists who are going to feel right at home in this class this year too. And those three groups really work very well together, supporting each other, encouraging each other, mentoring each other. And I've always found that all different kinds of kids really get along in the drama classroom very well. So what do we do in Honors Drama 3-4? Kind of similar to what we did in Drama 1-2, although last year there wasn't anything normal about last year. So we're hoping for a little bit more normalcy this year. We do a variety of class activities, from warm-up and improv games to scene and monologue presentation, playwriting, technical theater exercises, a whole slew of activities. We are project-based, so there aren't going to be a whole lot of written tests, but more long-term projects and short-term projects where we have a very clear rubric and expectations in mind for each project, and then we assess along the way until the final due date. Today, all in one day, they wrote and presented a short scene. So sometimes it happens all in one class period, but we're going to work on monologue and scene presentations, even write our own one-act play, put together an audition portfolio, and also explore different careers in theater this semester as well. Skills we learn, relaxation and focus, which are so key to success as a performer, but also in any field. We're going to learn how to feel comfortable in our body moving, exploring some academic acting techniques, as well as, some elements that might be found in yoga or Pilates, aerobic work too. We're going to explore some singing and dancing in our musical theater unit. Also some technical theater aspects. We're going to learn how to apply standard theatrical makeup and specialty makeup. We're going to do some lighting and sound design, exploration in accents and dialects and stage combat. I have a lot of plans this year. What do we need in each class? Well, the iPad, because that's where I basically present assignments and collect work. And also that's where I'll share the majority of our scripts and packets and things that less paper, more digitally presented, but I will also have some traditional scripts that we use too. But more than the supplies, I'm wanting students to bring an open mind, a willingness to learn, an attitude of respect and acceptance, and a sense of humor. I want this class to be fun. I want them to have so much fun in this class this year and have it just be a place where they can rest in the knowledge that they can just be themselves. We were all asked to examine our subject areas and what skills were needed for success. I came up with 6 that really made sense to me. I mentioned that open mind. Being successful in performing really requires an open mind, open to new ideas, new possibilities, trying new things, a willingness to share a piece of yourself with each other and the audience, making yourself vulnerable to each other is really important. A willingness to work hard. This might be fun, but it's hard work. The performing arts are hard work, and they do require focus, determination, a willingness to push through exhaustion to work, a willingness to accept and give criticism. That's part of what the process of improving in theater is performing, receiving a constructive critique, applying what we learned to make it better, and also learning how to give constructive criticism. We're going to work on that. And again, in a kind, respectful manner, never to break down, always to build up. Open to taking risks, open to making a fool of yourself, trying new things. That's the only way to learn in the performing arts is being a risk taker. And then having a quality that I like to call stick-to-itiveness. My high school chemistry teacher called it that. And it always made sense to me. That idea that we never give up. We always keep trying, always keep growing. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, keep going, and do it again and again and again until we get the desired outcome. And I think that's what artists, and especially in this pandemic time, we've learned. Artists do that better than anybody. Persevering through the darkest times. How am I graded? Similar to we were last year. Class participation and projects are the majority of the grade. Some tests and assessments. Practice is expected. We'll try to do the majority of our practice here in class, but there will be some practice at home that is expected. When you've got a scene or something you're working on and it doesn't get better by itself, like if you leave it at the end of a class period and then come back the next class period never having looked at it, probably isn't going to go anywhere. So I'll be giving some light practice work to do at home, and then a written final and performance final at the end of each semester, including a class show at the end of the year. Pillars for drama learning. I came up with this concept during the pandemic, realizing that we need balance in our life, and the performing arts can be a source of that balance. During this continuing stressful time, I think it's important that we acknowledge and accept that learning in this time is a challenge for all of us, and we're all doing our best. So don't let it overwhelm you. We're all in the same boat together. Try to maintain calm and realize that things are getting better. We're one day at a time. They really are. We're going to make it through. Practice continued self-care and grant your teachers that grace too, to know that, realize that we're going through everything you're going through too. Communicate. Please keep the lines of communication open. Let me know if there are any problems with the class or outside of class. Ask questions often. Listen to what your teacher and fellow classmates have to share with you and grow from it. And share your own ideas on how we can make class better, the school better, the world better. And going deeper on that, sharing your ideas. Share your struggles and victories openly so people may learn from you. Realize that the whole world, again, is going through this together. And so that kind of shines a light. Like you're not the only one who has to suffer through what you're suffering through personally. There are other people who share your situation. And again, realize your teacher is somebody who makes mistakes too. And we're doing everything in our power to make this school year the best school year ever, the best it can be, learning from last year, moving forward. And we're dedicated to that. And then this is also a really great time to be creative. Think of ways you can share your experiences creatively, whether it's writing or singing or dancing, try new things, take new chances, collaborate. I didn't mean to yawn. You're not. It's been a long, these first 2 days. Oh my gosh. Have they been exhausting? Probably your kids have just hit the pillow at the end of the night. I know I have. Collaborate with your classmates and your teacher regularly during this process. This is how I look to my students for ideas on how to do things. When we can't do things the way we normally would, how would we do that? And the kids have come up with the best ideas. And create. This is during this pandemic time, we're going to see some of the best music, art, theater will come out of the darkness. I'm convinced it's going to be a renaissance, and I'm really excited that we get to be a part of it. The classroom respect agreement is standard, same as always. I expect the students to respect me and treat me with kindness, and I will do the same. I will come to class prepared for them. I expect them to respect each other. Only kindness is allowed in this classroom. I know they can't all be friends, but they can all respect each other. And I expect them to respect our community and including our facilities and, kind of kindergarten rules. If you touch it and move it, put it back. Theater in the time of COVID, like I told you, this is totally changed in art form. We had to reinvent ourselves this last year and a half, and we still are. We're still trying to figure out how to come back. But the arts create hope. And in times like this is what the world turns to. The world turns to its artists, trying to make sense of it all, bring us joy, remind us that we're going to get through the storm. And so that's why I take what we do, creating transformative theater as a great responsibility to our world. What do I want to learn this year? This was the first thing I asked the students to share with me. What are their goals? And not just in my class, but in general. So ask them about this assignment. And then we will be coming back to the stage. Yes. All Together Now is our fall show. It's a musical review. Ask them about it. I invited everybody to audition. Auditions are being submitted virtually this week, and I'm accepting them in an online platform. If you or your students have any questions about the show, please feel free to email me or send them to me to talk to me personally. I would love to see many of them on stage in the show. And we have a lot of technical positions available too. And the show will be performing in November. Welcome to another great year, and welcome back to the drama family. I'm so thrilled to have your children in my class. And if you need me for anything, if you have any concerns about your child and their progress in this class or in school, want to talk to me about anything, please feel free to email me at any time, and I'll respond within a day. And again, thank you for entrusting your child to me, and I look forward to a great, great year together.